Oh, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel if you're new here. Hi, I'm Tootie. In today's video, I'm gonna bring y'all with me. Guess where we're going?
Down in the valley where the girls get naked. If you throwing bands, then you know she gon' shake it. 1, 2, break 'em. 3, 4, break 'em.
Okay, I'm sorry.
1, 2, break 'em.
I love that intro and I pray that they never change it. Season 2 of P-Valley is here, baby, and I'm here for it. I finally watched P-Valley. Love that for me. I was one of those few people who had never seen P-Valley. I know. Don't start. Don't do that. I said before this new season starts, baby, I'm getting me a Star subscription and I'm gonna watch all 8 episodes of that first season. And that's what I did. Very crackhead move with me. I know. In honor of P-Valley and the return to the pink, I decided to do a little pink makeup look. Y'all like it? Big purr. This video is going to contain spoilers. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If you have not watched season 1 of P-Valley, go ahead and log in on somebody else's Star subscription or do the right thing and order you a subscription. You know, but I don't even know how much it is because I'm using somebody else's. Be a blessing. Comment your login information for Stars down below. Don't do that. I'm just playing. If you're interested in going down to the valley where the girls allegedly get naked, then keep on watching. I love how the season opened. This man, we don't know him, child. He just at his house. We see the effects that the pandemic has on just the regular old average household. He in there with all these kids, baby, because you know they can't go to school. They at home. The mama, so he just stressed out, allegedly. Boy, me and Sweat, they be so. What you stressed out for, sir? What? We the one got to carry the child, push the child out, raise the child. Y'all could be sitting right down on the living room sofa and they still gonna say mama. So what you stressed about? But anywho, he decides he finna take him a little ride to clear his head. So Sir gets in his car and he vroom right down the street. He comes to a sign, a big old billboard for a church. Patrice, where 2 dead flies smashed. Child, she on a billboard. You know, Mercedes mama, the one that stole that $20,000 from her own daughter. Yeah, it's her church. Child, she ran off with all the money. Don't open her church to my God told her to do it. God ain't told you no mess like that. Don't put him in it because I'm sure he looking down like, you tried it. Y'all remember that money she stole from Mercedes? I'm still not over that. I'm not. It should be called the Trifling Church of God in Christ. I hope she don't have not a nary parishioner at their church. So the man looking like, you know, it's like he having to come to Jesus moment. He's literally at a crossroads. He can go right to Patrice's little church or whatever, or actually back to the house with all them kids are still waiting on him. Or he can go to the left. I don't know, but the Pussy Valley where Uncle Cliff them got that little sexual car wash. What y'all think that man did? To the left, to the left. That is when we see how creative Uncle Clifford and his girls have been during the pandemic. Because y'all know who in charge of the girls. Uncle Clifford is in charge of the girls. So you need to go clear your mind. So you take a ride. You end up at Pussy Land. Uncle Clifford, ever the creative one, my boy said, you know what? We might can't have y'all in the club, but what we can do is do a little car wash. So they do a little midnight car wash or whatever. And it's called Pussy Land. I can say pussy, I think. Yes, they done came up with a creative solution to the pandemic. We can still maintain social distance. We got our masks on. You can come through here, get your little hand job. And we even have wipes if you bust all over yourself and all over your dashboard like old buddy did. Prices range, but of course, the highest package is the Mercedes experience because y'all know my girl got to be top tier. With her being top tier comes that Mercedes attitude. She feels entitled to get the most that she brings in the most money, allegedly. If y'all recall Autumn, aka High Yellow Hailey, she did come up with the $250,000 to go ahead and save the pink. It was auctioned off and Hailey used her money to purchase it. Cool, so now she the owner, well, part owner with Uncle Clifford. She's like an 85% owner of the club now, but the club is not open. So right now she's not really getting much of a return on her investment. Remember at the pink, Mercedes was bringing in the coin. She was the high dollar ticket. The same rules still apply. So she is, of course, in true Mercedes fashion, complaining. She's upset because she's like, I need to be getting paid the most because I'm bringing in the most money, this, that, and the third. She just, relax. Y'all all broke together. High Yellow Hailey ain't having it. Hailey like, nah, we all finna make the same amount of money because the budget is tight. Uncle Clifford like, well, baby, we all struggling. How you think you finna just get more money than everybody else? Make it make sense, huh? The math ain't mathin'. Child, Mercedes ain't trying to hear that. High Yellow Hailey, aka Autumn, she's like trying to do the math in her head, and she's like, how much money we got left, Big L? Big L, like, and y'all know Big L is Clifford's right-hand man / accountant. He's a felon. He handles his business in a legal adjacent manner. So this man is like, we got like maybe 25,000 left. I'm sorry, 25,000. Houseway. He asking Uncle Clifford, what you mean 25K? Because I gave you so much money to have this, like, how? It's not mathing. So he's like, well, we had to keep the dancers afloat during the pandemic. You know, we had to do repairs from where you killed your ex-boyfriend in the freaking Paradise Room. Let's not forget that. She definitely killed him in the Paradise Room. So they had to do repairs for that. And of course, the pink is not open. So ain't no money coming in. Pussyland is very relatively new. So they haven't really reaped a return on their investment. Mercedes still trying to get Hailey to give her extra money. She like, look, I need a raise because I'm doing the most work, so I need a raise. Mind you, Mercedes can't drop it like she used to because she has a shoulder injury. So, of course, the other girl's like, how you figure that? Because, yeah, you do the little Mercedes experience for $100, but we work just as hard as you. They about to fight. So, Uncle Clifford like, whoa. Y'all calm down. We all strapped for funds. We are all strapped for funds. We all got to get creative. Ain't no sense in you coming around here trying to throw your weight around Mercedes, because let's not forget who bailed you out of jail. That's what I was thinking. Hailey the one who got you out of jail, so you might want to humble yourself just a little bit. I yell at Hailey like, look, we got to get some new talent up in here. That's the only way we're going to make some more money. Of course, Mercedes is completely against it. She is like, look, we already got to split the pie. I don't know how many ways. And you think the answer is to bring some more talent up in here? Absolutely not. So Hailey is like, look, I'm the CEO, owner, whatever. I'm a major investor, so I make the rules. We're going to have new talent in here, yes? Gidget's mama done passed away, RIP to Mama Gidget. So she is no longer at the pink. We still have Mercedes. We still have Jupiter. Child, Jupiter done messed around and had a baby. So, of course, in true Uncle Clifford fashion, he's so sassy. He like, Jupiter, we seen what happened with Mississippi. Keyshawn and her shenanigans. Hopefully we ain't got to worry about no baby daddy drama from you. And she like, Uncle Clifford, I don't even know who my baby daddy is, so we ain't got to worry about it. Y'all, I about fell out. I love me some Jupiter, child. Yeah, she got her baby up there. Who else we got? Big L still there, of course. The math still ain't mathing. And that's pretty much it. Like, we got a few little sprinkled little girls up in there. The one that be farting all the time. What's her name? Blue Cinnamon. She's still there too. But that's pretty much all that. They don't have a whole lot of dancers. Diamond down there working down to the Family Dollar as security. He got him a little badge and everything. Child got his big old SWAT mask on. They could have gave him in a regular mask. They got this man with a whole SWAT mask, but I love that for him because we could see his face and all of his glory. Y'all love me some Diamond. Mercedes still does not have custody of Terica. She's still living that stripper life. And ain't nothing wrong with the stripper life. I'm not judging. But them people clearly told her, you got to show that you fit enough to have this child. And you still like her thugging and bugging. So it's going to be a no for you having custody of Terica. Terica still with Shell. She's trying to figure out how she's going to make some more money because, yeah, she still has to pay her bills. She hasn't given up on her dream. We have to find a new creative approach to make ends meet. Shouts out to you for being resilient. Hailey lives with Mercedes now. Autumn, she lives with Mercedes. They sit down and they talk or whatever. Child, them two there, a hot mess. Because Mercedes used to getting it on her own and all of this. So it got to be messing with her that the girl who you really weren't really effing with like that is really making sure you straight. You know what I'm saying? That has to play a factor in her mind. But although Mercedes needs to humble herself, I do feel like they need each other. Because Mercedes, you wouldn't be where you are if Hailey hadn't bailed you out of jail. Hailey, you wouldn't be where you are if Mercedes hadn't saved your life because old buddy was straight up finna kill you. So yeah, both of them need to kind of work together because they're better together, yes. Little salt and pepper. Probably can't use salt and pepper because, child, that was Gidget in Mississippi. We could let them be cookies and cream or some, child. I'm not sure. Until the pink is open back up, baby, we got to make this money. So how yellow Hailey like, we need to bring some new talent in. Gidget not here no more and Mississippi isn't here anymore. Where's Mississippi UX? Child, that old trifling heifer is over there with that old racist, abusive baby daddy of hers. And y'all, guess what his name is? Derek. Yeah, She over there, she thinks she's living her best life because, as y'all know, she's going viral on social media. Her little stint that she did with murder, it's just exploded, and she's trying to ride that clout wave. Unfortunately, baby daddy Derek ain't having it. You know, he a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, so he like, nah, sis. He's used this viral moment to make her further isolated from everyone. She can't leave the house. She literally has to come up with little schemes to try to leave the house. So she came up with a plan to try to go get some tampons. He's telling her like, nah, what you need tampons for? Because it ain't your time of the month. The fact that you all up in her uterus and you know when her time of the money is, creepy much. It's giving very much Fatal Attraction. If you are in a situation to where your man know your time and money and he don't want you to leave the house because he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and he knocking your head between the washer and the dryer, run. Do not walk. Run. You hear me? If you choose to stay, you need to boil your pot of hot grits and take him down through there. Don't let nobody knock your head between the washer and the dryer like Keyshawn. Please don't do that. Because then you're going to end up in a situation to where Fine Diamond don't want to deal with you. You see, I be getting off track. Keyshawn take me down through there. Ooh, she tear my nerves up. Erica's not letting her leave the house, baby, at all. She on social media. She handling business via Zoom, Facebook Live, and Instagram Live. That's pretty much the only interaction she has with the outside world. So Murder calls her, or she called Murder Child. I don't remember, but they get on the phone because, mind you, Keyshawn can't go nowhere. As he knew what her time of the month was, she was like, shoot, I gotta get this out some kind of way. So she decides she needs some more diapers. So she hid the diapers in the diaper genie so that way it could seem like she needs to run out and get more. So he's like, all right, go ahead, go get the diapers. She goes to the nearest Family Dollar, and lo and behold, who does she run into? Dat Damn Diamond. That's what we have to call him. Triple D. Dat Damn Diamond. Whew, he's so fine. So we got High Yellow Hailey and we got Triple D. Oh, and we got Trifling Patrice. But anywho, so Triple D, oh, he's so fine. Like, Diamond did nothing to you. He was good to you. He was trying to spare you from a life of misery. Since you pulled a gun on him. You pulled a gun on him. You were about to shoot him because he beating up your baby daddy who insulted you, who beat you. You the one dating this racist redneck of a boyfriend, baby dad. You let him beat on you. And all Diamond was trying to do was protect you and be a good stepdaddy to that daggone baby of yours. And this is how you thank him, by pulling a gun on him? Like, what? And you think he just supposed to be like, hey, girl, nice to see you. I ain't seen you in a minute. You looking good. Girl, is you rolling? It's okay, though. It's okay, Diamond. Diamond, you hear me? Diamond. If you see this, you looking to still be somebody's stepdaddy because we know Keyshawn ain't about nothing. Call me. I'll let you protect me, Diamond. This scene with Mississippi trying to talk to Diamond was just so satisfying for me. I was like, you better not, you say it with your chest, Diamond. Do not let her in. Do not even let her feel like, even if you still care about her, don't show it. You better not show it. I bet you better not show it. He's like, you need a mask. And she's like, but Diamond, it was just the heat of the moment. I'm sorry. That was my kid's father. Girl, first of all, what kind of apology is that? Number one. Number two, I don't care nothing about none of that. Again, you need a mask. Pretty much. He wasn't even really trying to hear nothing she had to say. And I do not blame him. See, she pulled a gun on him. It was pretty much like a, bye, Felicia. Remember on Drumline when old girl left Nick Cannon. And he was like, you left me hanging. Do you know how that feels? Well, let me show you. And he left us standing right there in that cafeteria with that tray of food. Girl, I was rolling. So yeah, I was too happy that he didn't give Keyshawn the time of day. So she gets back home. Of course, she's in her feelings. Her psycho baby daddy is there. He, you know, lets her go back in the bedroom where she's held hostage, of course. Not literally, but figuratively. Well, pretty much literally, because she can't go nowhere. So she gets back on social media. Her and Murder get on the phone. It's like, hey, I want you to go on tour with me. You know, we got to ride this clout wave. And she like, okay, yeah, we can do that. Because, of course, they're a package deal, essentially. Like, people love to see them together. Although Murder still identifies as heterosexual, he still got feelings for Uncle Clifford. As y'all remember, he played the mess out of Uncle Clifford in season 1. You asked for that man's time just to waste it, and I can't stand it. So now he's reminiscing. He misses Uncle Clifford. I honestly think that some of the attraction that Murder has towards Uncle Clifford is the fact that Uncle Clifford can be so unapologetically himself or herself, or however she chooses to identify. Like, Uncle Clifford knows who Uncle Clifford is. So there's no pretending. I can just be free to be me. Of course, I'm sure Uncle Clifford faces some type of backlash from the community, especially in the South, about dressing the way that, you know, he or she likes to dress. So yeah, like, I think that is part of the attraction for Murder. It's like, ooh, I like you, but then I also love the fact that you don't really care about what nobody else thinks. But Uncle Clifford ain't giving him the time of day, and rightfully so. Uncle Clifford left him on red. And we see all of the text messages that Murder had sent to Uncle Clifford. Uncle Clifford like, red. No response. Now let's get into Andre real quick. Andre trifling too. Ain't ish Andre. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call him. Ain't ish Andre. Because Andre just ain't ish. I kind of liked him in season 1, but then I was also like, sir, you got a whole wife and you just so taken by High Yellow Hailey that you just forgot you married. Oh, okay. Anywho, he's back in Atlanta, and that's where his ain't-ishness has come into play. He on his PS5 playing 2K, which I get it. In the pandemic, we had to have something to occupy our time, but your wife is a whole nurse on the front line, and we see her come home. Her face is all bruised up from wearing the N95 mask, and we literally feel the toll that the pandemic has taken on her. It was truly sad and very much triggering, because I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, I had kind of washed the memories of, I know we're still in the pandemic, I'm very much aware, but I had kind of put the pandemic to the back of my mind, to the far, like way back there. I didn't want to think about a COVID. I didn't want to think about a pandemic, none of that. We're reminded that we went through a lot. She's actually living downstairs in the basement because she doesn't want him to get infected with COVID, because that's all she's handling is COVID cases. So she comes in, she strips down, she sanitizes, and she goes to the fridge that's downstairs in their basement, only to realize this MF ain't even stocked the refrigerator. That's the least you could have did. That's the least, the very least you could have did. You been home all day, sir. Probably ain't even stopped by no toothbrush, no toothpaste. Probably ain't even stopped by no soap, to be honest. So you decide that you're just gonna be on the game all day while this lady out here risking her life. Wow, what a moment. She don't really trip on him. She just is like, and also she doesn't want to go upstairs to get the things that she needs to the main part of the house, because she doesn't want to potentially make him sick. She unfortunately has to go upstairs because she doesn't have the things she needs downstairs. That's what she see him on the game. And she's like, yo, like, you were supposed to stop the fridge. He's like, oh man, I forgot. Whatever, some ain't-ish excuse. Typical. Like, sir, what you going through? Like, what are you going through? What? We'll wait. Oh, okay. Him and Hailey haven't really spoken. When his wife gets upstairs, she's getting things out of the fridge that she needs. She notices his phone. He's like, babe, you got some missed calls. And also, who's Hailey? Yeah, who's Hailey? We want to know. They kind of have a little back and forth. And she's like, look, I don't want to argue with you. Because, of course, she's tired. That lady tired. Mind you, he asked her how her day was. She was like, good. But then that's when she breaks down to tell him my day wasn't good. Like, 8 of my patients died. Like, my day wasn't good, sir, but I wanted to tell you it was good because I don't want to relive that when I get home. Yes. Like, be my peace, sir. That's all. Like, be my peace. Ain't-ish Andre, y'all. He checks his voicemail. It's from Hailey. Hailey's like, hey, I'm sorry about your godfather. What godfather, you might ask? None other than Tydell Ruffin. Child, Tydell Ruffin done kicked the bookie. The Rona done took Tydell on up out of here. Yes. The one that say the N-word all day and all night long. So they're supposed to have the services. So, of course, his wife breaks down. She's like, no, you cannot go. COVID cases are on the rise. Like, you cannot go. And he's like, look, I'll be good. I'm not even going to attend the funeral, but I do need to go pay my respects. Sir, for what? She's just like, I ain't trying to argue with you. It's fine. She go back downstairs and he decides he gonna pooch his little behind right on down there to Chuckalissa, Mississippi. Yeah, you want to pay your respects, but you also want to see High Yellow Hailey. You ain't sleep. Fast forward. He makes his way down to Chuckalissa, Mississippi, and he's at the funeral. You know us, we got to shine the best light on the person that done died, even though Tydell Ruffin went ish. And that's probably where Andre get it from. At the funeral, he says his little piece or whatever. And it is at this time that we flash over to Uncle Clifford and his grandma, played by none other than Loretta Devine. And she like, look, if Tydell old lady gonna be at that funeral, you need to go over there and take my Tupperware bowl and get me some chitlins. Because we know she make them chitlins. And we know that first baby went heels or whatever. Child, hot mess. So Uncle Clifford like, all right, I'm going over there and get the chitlins. So he goes to the house, of course, to pay his respects and get the chitlins from Tydell's ex. Hot mess. You know, everybody gather. If you black, you know, when somebody passed, y'all gather to the house. Everybody cook, everybody eat good. But Clifford ain't bringing out a near plate. All he bought was an empty Tupperware. And he said, fill it up. Me, ma want some chitlins, okay? So while he's there, that's when he runs into Andre. And he's like, yo, Andre, so, how you been? Meanwhile, while they at Tydell Ruffin first baby mama house or whatever, we see none other than the interim mayor, one of the Kyle brothers. Child, the racist Kyle brothers. If y'all remember that whole land deal situation. So, of course, he got a chip on his shoulder. But he is the interim mayor for Chuckalissa, Mississippi. At this point, Uncle Clifford like, child, I might as well throw my mayor head in the running. One of the Kyle brothers, he's like, look, I ain't trying to start no mess with you, Andre. I feel like we can work together. Of course, Andre's like, I'm just here paying my respects. But in fact, I see the wheels turning. He's like, what are your motives? Like, what do you want? So yeah, that's pretty much the show. So I'm excited for the next episode, y'all. I'm ready to find out what's up with the mayor, the interim mayor, Mr. Kyle. Like, what other ulterior motives does he have? What Corbin? Corbin all rude to poop. Where he at? And then I'm sick of M.I. crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I. I'm just tired. I'm so tired. How is she gonna get away from that crazy baby daddy of hers? I'm so ready to see when the Pink is going to reopen. They did go back to the Pink to kind of see like the status of the renovations. They go into the Paradise Room, which if you'll recall, that's where Hailey's ex was murdered at, because she murdered him. So they cut the lights on and she's like, whoa. And they noticed on the wall there's a blood stain. Even though it's ultraviolet light, the blood stain's still there. Hailey's all cryptic, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs behind gonna say something to the nature of, yeah, even when you try to clean it, blood still comes through paint. Cause how many times have you done this? Y'all, it's something ain't right by Hailey. Hey, I could be wrong, but Hailey gives me serial killer vibes. I feel like it's more to the story. Was that man really just solely chasing you for the money? Because at this point, I feel like Hailey is the ringleader of that gang that he was talking about, because she's giving me very much psycho vibes. Like, Hailey is strange. That maybe it's just me. Y'all let me know down in the comments below what y'all think about Hailey and this strange behavior, strange comments, and she's just a little creepy, just a little bit. What y'all think gonna happen with Mercedes? Is she ever gonna get custody of Terrical? Is Diamond ever gonna return to the Pink? I really and truly hope that Diamond understands that situation, murder night that happened, had nothing to do with Uncle Clifford. Also, is Uncle Clifford gonna ever discover that Big L was playing in his face when it came to them drugs? Had Big L been when he was supposed to be there, this whole situation in season 1 during murder night could have been avoided, but I digress. What y'all think finna happen in terms of Patrice, Woodbine, and Mercedes? Do y'all think that Uncle Clifford is going to give murder another chance? Y'all think he deserves another chance? I personally do not. Uncle Clifford didn't deserve that. So yeah, I personally don't feel like Uncle Clifford should give him another chance. I think Uncle Clifford needs to get somebody that's more on Uncle Clifford's level. But that's just me. I feel like Murder is a very immature little boy. So, yeah, no. I really do hope Gidget returns, because she cracks me up. I hope we see more of Jupiter's storyline, because Jupiter is funny as crap to me. And I ain't really got to see too much Blue Cinnamon storyline, because all she do is fart all day, and we don't need that. Oh, also, what y'all think Andre's storyline is finna be? I sincerely hope he's not planning on running for mayor. Shoot, I'd rather see Uncle Clifford run for mayor, to be honest, because something still just... I'm just really not here for ain't-ish Andre. So I'm sincerely hoping he not considering running for mayor. I need you to sit in the lounge with that wife of yours. But unfortunately, I feel like that's going to be the route they go with making Andre run for mayor. And possibly Uncle Clifford is going to be his opponent, in addition to the racist Kyle brother. What's going to happen with the casino? Is the plan for the casino just completely dead? Or is it just kind of on pause? We need to figure that out, because that's going to be lit. And if Uncle Clifford was smart and played them cards right, get all the customers from the casino to come to the Pink. But that's just me. Since it's going to be right across the street, that pretty much concludes this review. Overall, I think it was an amazing episode, an amazing opener. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. And until next time, meet me somewhere in the comments. I'll holla.